Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? Let's see, it is, Baldathis told me the date in chat, so I know today that it is December 14th of 2020. And we're back for another stream. It's a Monday in my time zone, so that means that the pre-commit.ci auto-updater ran this morning. And I haven't checked on what it's done yet. I saw that it created at least one PR, so I know it's somewhat working. But I think today might be the first day that it's 100% successful. Might be the first day. So I'm excited to check that. Let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we will check that, of course. We've got Rollers, who was first. How's it going, Rollers? We've also got Sam Volas and I Satisfied. Welcome, welcome. Peldothis, as always. Drunk Time Lord is here. Hello, hello. Masters8 says, I wanted to ask, what is the brand of the plushies? So most of them are Squishmallows, which is the ones that have this particular derpy face. But Lola is something else, and Carpet is from a custom Etsy shop, I think. And Noodle, I don't know what Noodle is. Noodle's something else. But yeah, most of the ones with this particular face pattern are Squishmallows. But welcome, Masters8. Good to see you. Hey, what's up, front left bad speaker? Hello, hello. And Two Eyes. We've also got Oreos. How's it going? And Dracnet. Untavius has resubscribed for 3 months with Prime Gaming. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate your continued support, Octavius. Front left bad speaker, how's it going? Yolo Schmolo, hello, hello. Hopefully 100% success. Yeah, we're hoping. We'll see how it goes. Hey, what's up, Octavius? Hello, hello. Alyssa says, which one is Noodle? As if you couldn't guess which one is Noodle. Oh, Carpet. Stand up. Carpet's a little head heavy. So, hey. As if Carpet could hear me. God damn it. This one is Noodle because he's a long boy and a little bit noodly. But yeah, that's Noodle. Let's see. Octavia says, I ordered a new secondary monitor and a pair of speakers. Ooh, nice. Knees. Yeah, I guess you saw my knees there. Whoops. So scandalous. Oh my, he's wearing shorts in December. Noodle is very cute. I agree. Long boy. Indeed, Cyberbenny. How's it going, Cyberbenny? Okay, well let's go to the screen for today. I remembered to keep the keyboard. Oh, I didn't turn it off from the last streams. The keyboard cam is here. We're good. I remembered to off my password manager. We're off to a good start for a Monday. I don't think I've done anything open sourcey since last time. Nope. This still hasn't been merged. Oh, I did do some updating to the demo repo, which we were working on last time. I needed to make a no-op change to PyPi's menu Linux image so that it rebuilt. So I just removed a line that's been unnecessary since 2018, just to trigger a rebuild. But I realized how to access checks. Also realized that I was just completely ignoring the completed at time here. But I've improved the output of this, so let me show you what that looks like. I don't have this clone. Let me clone it. Oh, do I still have my template? Nope. Pre-commit.ci demo/demo. So now if we run this, query times on this pull request URL, you can see that we get, based on the service, what outputs, and these seconds are off because I pushed this pull request a bunch of times. So we'll actually be generating brand new pull requests today so we can compare these times. But you can see that, you know, pre-commit.ci is handily winning against all the other ones. So that's good to see. I was actually really surprised to see that AppVer is the second one. Usually AppVer is incredibly slow. So that's kind of interesting. Circle I expected to be fast, because they've put a lot of effort into this, and Travis is unsurprisingly last. Like, no, zero, absolute zero surprise there. But we'll be putting more science behind this instead of, you know, anecdotal results today. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, what's up, Cool Knight 88? You got there eventually. Yes, those are my 2 GitHubs, so you can check both of those out. Hey, what's up, Barthino? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you with that nice, fancy 6-month subscriber badge. Cool. Okay, well, the first thing that I wanted to do today is check out how the auto update went and cross our fingers and hope that there's nothing in the dead letter queue. I don't actually know, though. I think we fixed all the bugs. We at least fixed a new thing since last time, so I'm hoping that, you know, carries over and we get a nice, successful run today. Let me paste. Ooh. Warden has changed how their shit looks a little bit. Okay, got a 2-factor. I don't know why my 2-factor now... It used to default to Twitch every single time, and now it defaults to Discord every single time. I don't know what's up with that. This app is a little bit fiddly. Okay. Alright. What do we think? Did you get AOS to fix your account? I did, but they didn't pay me back for it. Yeah, I'm using Authy. Hey, what's up, RKJ? Hello, hello. So it turned out that Amazon merged my 2 accounts together in billing without telling me. And because they got merged, I was basically doubling all of my resource usage, which meant that I was out of free tier for literally everything. So I manually split them, so now they're back both in free tier. But yeah, it was a little bit messy. Where is SQS? Yes! Look at this 0! So good! Okay, let's see how the queue performed, though. See how long it took to get through all of them. But a 0 there is very good, which means that nothing failed. Let's set this to 12 hours, and we should see a big ol' spike here. We can narrow the spike down a little bit more. So we enqueued 506-ish items, and we processed them all over a 20-minute period. That's pretty fast. That's pretty nice. It's pretty good. The other thing that I wanted to look at, we wrote a bunch of code last time, or a couple times ago, to look at the cache hit on this. We can see what happened here. We can also look at the lambda. Let's look at the lambda. The lambda. But I'm really happy with that. That's really good. I like that. 0, right? Super pogged on that one. That's James Franco good. I don't understand the reference, but I will assume it's a good thing. Hey, what's up, Latino engineer? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Simple Coders, how's it going? Welcome back. Alright, let's do this here and zoom this in a little bit. That's pretty good throughput. This is like, what, 35 per minute? So that's 1 every couple seconds, which is about the rate that I would want to do them at. And look at this, 100% success rate. So good. Why does it say 99.95, but there were 0 errors? There must be some weird rounding here, but... what is this thing here? I don't know what that is. But yeah, you can see that, you know, the first one is going to be slower, and that's kind of to be expected. And then they're a little bit variable in here, but they speed up as it goes along. This is as cache rate increases. And they're taking about 1 second to 5 seconds per run, which even if they're at 5 seconds per run, we're doing, you know, 500 runs, so that's, you know, 2,500 seconds. And I think Lambda gives me like 1,000,000 seconds. So that's a tiny drop in the bucket for my cost. And that's free tier, so this is good. I'm very, very excited with that. Red Scratcher, welcome back. Thank you for the resub with Prime Gaming for 2 months. Appreciate the subscription. Simple Cutter says, by the way, please do more mock interviews. The last session you guys did was really good. Yeah, we might do some more. I think we might do a, I don't know. I haven't talked to anyone about this yet, so this is just me talking to myself about this idea. I think we might do a programming interview one next, where we do like a coding problem. Or we can do like a take-home sort of programming problem. I can try and find some company to apply to that has a take-home exam that doesn't have NDAs attached to it, and then we could just do it on stream. Although, maybe they wouldn't be okay with that, because... oh look! Recorded answer to your programming interview on the internet for everyone to see. Maybe that won't work. Maybe I'll have to invent one. But I could probably invent one similar to a problem that I've done in the past. Like, I had to do like this GitHub thing for Netflix way back in the day, and there's no way that they still use that same interview, so I could probably rehash that or recycle it slightly. We can maybe do something like that. But the take-home ones are kind of cool because it's like build an open-ended project, and like set up a service or whatever, have some API requests or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Could be kind of cool. But yeah. Hello, Red Scratcher. Indeed. Steve Bandito, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. I love that speaker says, I got you. This is the reference to James Franco Good. Okay, I'm hoping this doesn't make noise. Oh, yeah, I've seen this. What is this from, though? What is it from? Oh, God. What is it from? Spider-Man. Yes. Spider-Man. I've seen that before. NDAs are gross. Yeah, I agree. Incoming lawsuit feels bad. Gfixler says use past coding challenges. Yeah, I might rehash one. Well, the thing is, if I reuse one that I've already done, it's gonna be less fun because I kind of already know how I would want to approach it. Although, I don't know, the one I did for Netflix, I have still on my GitHub. Let's see if I can find it. But I super over-engineered it because I don't know, I felt it'd be kind of fun. And I wanted to more, right, we still have the auto caps on. I wanted to emphasize that I'm an infrastructure person and not a front-end person in this interview. And so I intentionally made the front-end look garbage. And I spent a bunch of time, like, automating it with Docker. I have a Makefile set up. I have, like, best practices with Docker ignore. I had pinned requirements. I had tests. I had all sorts of stuff that was supposed to indicate that, like, hey, I'm trying to emphasize on infrastructure here, and they still fucking pigeonholed me into a front end role. You're gonna be doing AngularJS for 95% of your time. Fuck that. Hey, what's up, Jason Gruels? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me see if this thing still runs. I kind of have doubts that it still runs, even though I put a lot of work to make it repeatable. GitHub. I guess we can see Xenial. It might work. Oh, this isn't gonna work. But if I do that, it probably will work. Init, old version. Let's see, docker build -t test wcgw. Cyberbunny said, would you really take a take-home test with your GitHub profile? Do they pay you for it? I wish they paid for take-home tests. That's super rare, though. I don't know. I think a lot of companies don't really take shortcuts on, or don't give people a special treatment. So even though, I would say that my GitHub profile speaks for itself. Like a lot of companies are still gonna make you do a take-home thing. Belnata says, fun fact, one of the companies I applied for almost a year ago gave me a machine learning take-home problem, and the data set was the Yelp one. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, well, this is, I have to press enter here. And/or that's not going to work, so we have to put a -y in here. Docker doesn't foreground, or Docker doesn't send a TTY, so I'm using Puppet. I'm using Podman here, which foregrounds the container, and so I can't actually press enter there. So I have to press -y. So slight changes. But yeah, the Yelp dataset is actually a pretty popular one to do things on. It's interesting that another company would use it for the take-home, though. That seems a little sketch, but I don't know. Seems fine. Waiting for something to deploy, so I figured I'd stop by for a while. Awesome, sounds good. I thought the learning algorithm just finished. Oh, what? Isn't Babby front end? Dominic Coding says, last time I did front end, I ended up making the button spin rather than the sync icon on the button spin. That's amazing. Human says, I came late. Are you interviewing around or just talking about interviews? Or mostly just talking about interviews. I did one interview last week. I haven't heard anything from it yet. I should probably pick my recruiter at some point. Hi, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever worked with the hardware side of things for robotics? I was part of, well, I was loosely part of the robotics club in high school. Though I mostly just came there to hang out with my friends and dick around, so I don't know that I actually spent all that much time working on the hardware for that. I did a little bit, but not really. I have one other hardware project that I've been meaning to go back to, where I'm building a custom Nintendo Switch controller. And I have a little device that pretends to be a USB controller, and it works, but I haven't put much effort into like automating it or like hooking it up to chat or like doing cool stuff with it. But I want to do that at some point. But I've been too busy doing all sorts of other stuff, so you know it's been busy. Simple Coder says, do I have any chance of getting employed as a software engineer if I don't know much about the programming interview? I had been an intern convert from my current full-time company, so I've never had to study lead code. It really depends on where you interview and what type of questions they ask. Oh no. Oh no. Cannot import name feature. I'm using a too old version of pip, it looks like. I guess this wasn't as repeatable as I wanted it to be. How do I fix this? Talks-evn. How do I get talks here? Why is it installing unpinned markup safe? That's actually weird. It's not installing unpinned markup safe. Cannot import name feature. That's really weird. It has many Linux support. I guess markup safe 1 is too old. I kind of want to get this thing working. I don't know how the configuration file works. Oh, it doesn't work. Anyway, we're not going to make this thing start up. I think there were screenshots in case you couldn't get it running as well. Maybe not. Huh. Whatever, fuck it. I don't care. I don't have time for this. We have to work on actually useful things today. Not that. But yeah, I feel like you still have a chance at interviewing. Like, leak code is not all interviews, and you know, I don't study leak code, and I think I do fine at interviews, so I don't know. Hey, what's up, Apot? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. RJ says, how do you feel the interview went? I felt like the interview was really, really easy. Which is maybe a bad thing? I don't know. Definitely want to see the controller. Yeah, well, I can show you the little device. It's not that interesting. I haven't really done much with it in a while. Here. No, those are the BLE devices. These are BLE controllers that I want to hook up to it. No, that's the other one. Fuck, where is it? Hello? Oh, there it is. So this was one of the controllers that I hooked up. This is a Pro Micro. Oh, let me put this on. This one. This is a Pro Micro, tiny board. This is my first soldering. So I don't know if you can tell. Make this look better. I don't know if you can tell, but my soldering is not so good here. Oh, come on, focus. Focus. Oh well, it's not gonna focus. But anyway, my soldering was not great here, but it was me basically learning. But you can hook this up to a switch, and right now it just presses the button A, mashes the button A over and over and over and over. But that was just the simple program that I put on it. But my plan is to use Bluetooth Low Energy, these little things here, and write a Android app to then talk over Bluetooth Low Energy to control the switch. So then you could use your phone as a controller, essentially. But I don't know. Haven't worked on it in a while. I'd probably have to relearn all the stuff that I learned about it before, because yeah, I haven't worked on this project in 6 months, so I don't know. That'd be cool. But I have other higher priority things at the moment, unfortunately. So it's gonna be a while since I work on that again. Yo, what's up, Melky? How's it going? Hello, hello. GekBL, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, you know, whenever Melky comes in, you gotta pow for Melky. I said hi to GekBL. Latino engineer says, should I buy a Linux mini computer to start practicing running Python with ROS? I don't know what ROS is. But you don't necessarily have to buy a new computer to run Linux. You can use a virtual machine. Here's my tutorial on setting up a virtual machine if you want to go down that path. That's actually how I'm running right now. I'm on Windows, so I'm just running a VM, and it works well for me. Shaz says, I have hella good social interview skills. Thank you, years of service industry. The technical side of things where I need to improve a ton. Yeah, that makes sense. Stevo says, maybe it's just an easy interview for you. It's possible. Possible. Did I record it? Let's see if I recorded it. I thought about recording it, but I don't know if I did. No, I didn't record it. Damn. Oh well. I probably wouldn't have been able to show it anyway, but... Hey, what's up, Cloaked Moose Gaming and Hal Weston? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed it while I was switching screens. Hey, Senpause, welcome back. Good to see you. Anthony writes embedded code, right? Right? Hey, what's up, Jivimoven? Welcome to the stream. You gotta pow it! Right? Okay, but yeah, let's look at the cache efficiency of what happened in the auto updater. We wrote that script a couple streams ago. And if it's high enough, I'm gonna delete the backend. We're just gonna rely on cache if it worked. Scripts. How does this thing work? It will print out the hit rate. Cool, that's exactly what I want to see. We need to prod in python-m scripts.cache data help. The date, which should be today, 2020, 12, what is the date? 12/14. This should chug a bunch, and then spit out some cache efficiencies. I'm hoping they're high, because that way I can delete some infrastructure. Oh shit. It just reused exactly one cache. That's cool. I expected there to be more than one instance, but I guess it just spun up one Lambda executor and then reused that Lambda executor the entire time. That's cool. That means I can delete my infra. I always love when I can simplify problems. But this is pretty good. 97% hit rate is amazing. Just graduated in May, class of 2020, worst year to graduate. Yeah, that's pretty rough given the pandemic and everything else. Johnny Silverhand says, which company did you interview for, and what was the format of it? I'm not gonna tell you what company it is. I'll let you know if I get a position there, but I don't want to. I don't want to give them free free advertising, but also two, I don't want any of you in chat to get your hopes up, etc. But the format of the interview is very similar to a video that I uploaded to YouTube recently, which is a systems design interview. I guess by recently, I've been uploading like 4 or 5 videos a day, so it's actually quite a while back. This one. So it's very similar to this systems design interview. So if you want an idea of what it looks like, there's a video here where I give you an example one where my friend Max helped me out and interviewed me. But yeah, that's that. But lots of videos have been going up because of advent of code mostly. Yeah, insert company tech lead working on Python coming back. I mean, it was always former tech lead, and just for the clickbait. Well, I don't know. I don't feel like it actually made a difference in my viewer count, so I don't know that it was an effective thing. Tech lead clickbait making a comeback, yeah. But yeah, this is a really good sign. This means that I can delete my infrastructure. We want Max back? Maybe I can get him back on the stream sometime. Okay, but this means that I can delete a lot of the code here. Auto update handler, that's where the code is. So all of this auto update repo thing can go away. Or at least the... What is the function here? Auto update repo get. This can all go away. Because this was much faster. So I can actually... what? How can I do this? We don't need the data store anymore. Let me see what my tests do here. Actually, I should run the editor over here. Auto updater handler. What things test handler? What do you import here? We import get repo info uncached. So what I'm actually going to import instead is get repo info and get repo info uncached equals get repo info dot wrapped, and then we're gonna change get repo info uncached to be called this, and we're gonna put our functools dot lru cache max size equals none on this one. Get repo info. And we should be able to just delete this and delete these imports. We need to take this name tuple and put it in this class. Auto updater data. Oh, you can just delete all of this? Oh my god, there's gonna be so much code deletion. It's gonna be amazing. Auto updater handler. Got a bunch of constants. Put our class here. And then this can all go away. This now imports from handler, auto updater data. We can get rid of KV store in AWS and local. Oh, this gets so much simpler. This is so nice. I love when things get simpler. I probably should have made it simple first, but oh well. KV store. Get rid of all of this code. And get rid of that. See if the test will pass. Okay, import name. KV store. We no longer have a database. We don't need to do this anymore. And the test pass. Nice. $206 deletions. Oh, you love to see it. What are you still here for? And then this is just... Oh, I can actually probably delete all these creds that we're not using. Auto-update handler, creds. This is going to be in GitHub API. Creds dot GitHub app ID, GitHub API private key. Those are the only ones that we need. GitHub app ID and GitHub API private key. Okay. We can get rid of anything that's not app ID or API private key. Which simplifies that a lot. App ID and then API private key. $258. Remove backing data store. Not needed for not needed. In-memory cache for the win. Git commit -m. Cool. Chatbot Max. Max does actually stop by the stream sometimes. But I'm not gonna tell you his handle. Steve says, apparently I'm going to be a tech lead in the new year, and I'm scared because I'm big dum dum. Oh no. Oh no. You'll be fine. I believe in you. Oscar says, I'm here to keep my chatbot trend positive. What up? How's it going, Oscar? Good to see you. Chatbot secretly making people talk more. Imposter syndrome. Yeah, imposter syndrome is rough. For left by the speaker, can you maybe explain what you ended up simplifying? Yeah, sure. So we had before the way the auto updater works. Lambdas will make. Oh, I thought it was just gonna give me that shape. We'll represent lambdas as triangles. Sure. So there's auto updater periodic. And then there is another lambda, which is our auto updater. And there is a queue in the middle of this. This is the auto update queue. And what happens here is the auto updater periodic will write into the auto update queue. And this is triggered from, I don't remember what it's called, but it used to be called CloudWatch events. It's basically cron, but for AWS. And so CloudWatch events triggers this thing. And this happens once a week, this auto updater periodic. And that puts a bunch of things into the auto update queue. And the auto updater is run in Lambda, and it pulls things off of this queue one at a time. And it has to be one at a time, or GitHub will ban me. And what used to be there was... Do we have a cylinder? Come on, Paint, where's your cylinder? I guess we can make a cylinder. We'll make ourselves a cylinder. Select. So what used to be there was a data store that would store cached data, basically a representation of the repos that are being targeted, and so there is like a I was using Dynamo as a cache. Persistent cache. And this was called oops, that's not gonna fit. This was called auto update repos. But I also had an in-memory cache. So an in-memory cache. And it turned out that the in-memory cache's hit rate was like 97%. So basically my simplification here was to just delete this. And it operates at about the same. I think it actually operates faster without this persistent cache. Yeah, it should operate 4% faster. Because this in-memory cache was being reused for every single run, and so this, what I thought was an optimization, was actually just a unnecessary complexity. But yeah, that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. But yeah, the rest of the diagram is still the same. So we're just cleaning up this data store here. Yeah. Well, that says my chatbot's taking a hit this month because I'm usually not here for the AOC stream. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Remove all the code. Test pass. Yeah. VTCN says, does pre-commit have a no check-in check? What do you mean by that, VTCN? It can have whatever check you want. Let's put it that way. But my guess is what you're asking is for a thing that matches some string. And it's really easy to set up a piegrep hook to do that. I think there's an example on the documentation. Piegrep. Oops. No, there isn't an example. But here's a bunch of examples where you could say, like, for instance, if you wanted to prevent warnings.warn, or something that's not warnings.warn, or if you wanted to prevent, these have gotten more complicated. If you want to prevent the Unicode replacement character from being checked in, here's like a very, very simple one. So you could do the same thing, but put, no check in or whatever you want. I think there's actually one already that does this. Pre-commit.com/hooks. I think you actually just do /hooks, yeah. I know there's an example in the actual test suite. But I don't know, there's a whole bunch in here, so you would have to find one. Or write one. It's very easy to write one, but yeah, it's possible to do what you want. Ooh, triangle! Indeed, how's it going, Juice? Good to see you. Eva says, they definitely like me here. I've just never been a tech lead, so it should be interesting. Nice. Good luck. Should be good. How's tofu? Yeah, how's tofu, Juice Bonks? CloudWatch events can still trigger things on a cron-based schedule. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I'm using a cron-based schedule here. That's why it only runs on Mondays. She's good except the time she pooped on Anthony's floor. She hasn't had any accidents for almost a week. Yeah, except for that one. Hey, what's up, m2dev.net? Hello. Look at this pro database icon paint tactics. Yeah, it's a little bit derpy. Like, it didn't quite line up properly. I could have used lines. I could have drawn the lines first. That would have made it easier, but it's fine. RKJ says, can the in-memory cache be shared if you end up running multiple updaters? So the thing is, due to GitHub API limits, I can't run multiple updaters. So the constraints of the problem make it so that I don't need to share a cache. But yes, if I was going to share, if I was going to have multiple auto updaters, I would probably keep this persistent cache, or set up like Elastic Cache or something like that. But since this has to be serial, this can go. It's just a spare part, yeah, kind of. Plot. I call bullshit on this. ASC streams should not count, especially if you don't want spoilers for solutions. Wait, is your chat plot worse now because of advent of code? I mean, these are the ASC days. It's not terrible. But yeah, you're right. Advent of code is gonna screw you. Hey, what's up, Chico Codes? Hello. Arthena says, if I want to create a decorator that adds a logger to log all print statement outputs, I would tap in and out on the standard out. Yeah, you could do that in a couple of ways. One way would be to write the, or to replace the output writing. Similar to how capsys and capfd work in PyTest. You could do that in a decorator. You could also monkey patch the print function if you just want to catch prints. Built-ins.print you can modify. Yeah, that would be how I would do that. But yeah, you could do that. Anyway, killing some info today. It's a good day. Let us deploy this to dev. AWS credentials. One thing that this does lose me is without this infra, I can't go to this table and be like, oh, I wonder what all the repos people are using. But I think that's okay. I think I'm okay not doing that. Because right now I can go to Dynamo and click on tables, auto update repos, items, and I can see all of the hooks that people are using. Is there a way to make this bigger? Yeah. Is there a way to make this bigger? No. You would think I would have resized after I did this, but you can see all the things people are using. Ooh, Ansible-Int's getting some usage now. I need to make a thing that removes .get here. Because the cache performance of pre-commit.ci is actually worse if things are different, and so we need to normalize them all together. But yeah, look at all these different repos being used here. Kind of cool. More than last time I looked. Oh, Autoflake has support. That's cool. That is cool. A lot of pre-commit ones. To be expected. I like how there's mirrors that just aren't used. There's a whole bunch of other mirrors as well that just like nobody's using them. Flake but from GitHub, interesting choice. And then 3 different spellings of the GitLab repo. Yeah, this is something that I need to improve on. If I can get everyone using the same capitalization and punctuation, then pre-commit.ci runs faster and cheaper. But it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it would be better. It would be better. But yeah, I lose this repo, so it's fine. Or this table. I think it's fine. I don't really need it. Okay, so we have the dev credentials, scripts, lambda build, and then deploy, and I'm gonna run this in dev just to make sure that dev is still broken. I don't understand how Solus is still ahead of me in chat rank. Yeah, he was here for one stream, but yeah, he hasn't been here in a while. But he has real work now. Michaela's hilariously ahead. Yeah, it's true. She has like almost triple what you have. Kevin's here! How's it going, Kevin? Good to see you again. Michaela's cheating with the 1 emote chats. Michaela's a bot. That's the only way to beat a bot. I should make myself into a bot that randomly chats a single emote every few seconds. Maybe a word/character count is a better metric than the number of messages. Perhaps. My real nemesis, Kevin's Joper. Kevin says, what would you say is the best approach to learn Python given my background? I want to create a plugin for Sublime, and apparently it's Python all the way. You're coming from Ruby. So Python is pretty similar to Ruby. Actually, not that different. And your goal is to make a Sublime text plugin. I have not actually looked too much at their plugin architecture. But my guess is that you could just, I don't know, if you have an idea, like, start writing something crappy and then get other people to look at your code and improve it slowly, and I think you'll probably, like, I think most of it is going to be adapting your knowledge of Ruby syntax and applying those same concepts to Python, because you already program. It's not going to be like learning a language from scratch. And a lot of the same Ruby idioms also apply in Python. So like you can essentially write Ruby code and then straight port it, and it'll mostly work the same. Hey, what's up, Yellow? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Everybody says, why not transform the input to be lowercase only and cut off the get from the end if it's a known host that supports those? Yeah, that's what I mean, that's what I eventually want to do. That's how I eventually want this autoupdater to work, but I haven't implemented that yet, so it's mostly just like, here's something that I think will work, and I will make that work eventually. I have an idea. I'll write something crappy and then let you fix it. Yeah. I guess you can do that for 25,000. No one has redeemed that, so I might delete it. But yeah, we'll see. I wonder if Ruby programmers will miss the Ruby magic badly or if it's fine. Yeah, Ruby has all sorts of crazy stuff. Will you fix my code for 25,000 babbies? I mean, I'll look at it. I don't know if I'll necessarily fix it. Okay, let's deploy this, and then I'm gonna run it in dev, make sure it succeeds in dev, and replace puts with print, add parentheses everywhere, and you've got Python. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Juice says you still owe me one 12-hour stream. That's also true. It's been really tricky to schedule it with Advent of Code. But maybe I should just, you know, suck it up and do a Saturday in December. Architect says, guys have all, you're all ready to hit the button there. Okay, let's end in Chrome. Oh, it's end in Chrome. Yes. I'm gonna log into the dev account. Create, sign in, dev, next. Password. Oh, that's why I thought Bitwarden had changed. They just lost all of their favicons. Favicon cache got dropped, I guess, because I updated. Yes. And two-factor. Man, you know what is the worst? When you're in the middle of typing a two-factor code and it shuffles to the next one and you're like, damn it! I was so close! But drives me up a damn wall. Okay, lambda. And we gotta go to periodic. And oh wait, let me make sure I deployed. Yeah, 2 minutes ago. Periodic. And we can trigger the test event, which should eventually make no, needs to delete 2/demo2. It should make this update in a few minutes. Because it did it 5 hours ago, it should refresh this in a few minutes, if it succeeded. But let's look at functions. Monitoring. Monitoring lags a little bit here, so we might not even be able to catch it should run twice, which is just going to be a little blip on the graph. We're probably going to see it here first. Okay, cool. It's still working. Perfect. Okay, so let's credentials.prod and deploy that to prod as well. And then we can clean up the infra. Hit push origin head for all of that sweet deletes. Push back to dev. And then clean up the Terraform. Origin master -b delete auto update repos Terraform Git rm dynamodb auto update repos. And then roll lambda auto updater, not terraform, auto update repos. And we can get rid of get item and put item. Yay! Remove auto update repos dynamo table. Deletes are always scary and Terraform, but this should be fine. Command A backspace, yeah. No code equals no bugs. It's true, it's true. We deleted a lot of bugs then. Ghost Joker says, don't forget you need to prepend self as the first argument error. Yeah, that's true also. Let's do it this weekend. This weekend will be the 19th. Watch Older Bear, how's it going? First thing here is about sucking it up. You can do it with a really hard admin of code. Yeah, that's true, but I don't know when we're gonna get a hard one. That's the other problem. I'm free from work after the 18th until 1/4. Oh, so we could do it on one of those days. That would be cool. Okay, we can maybe do that. Pick what day, Juice, and then we'll do that. Drink says, doesn't it still work for a few seconds? Oh, it does, yeah, but you would have to have seen the last... Usually I copy the first 3 digits on the last 3 digits, but if it cycles, you no longer have the last 3 digits. But yeah, it does have a short grace period. But yeah. CI go brr? Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, anyway, this is the change that we're making today. We're yeeting this table because it does nothing for us. Nothing. Dun, 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 dun. 29 deletions. That's always nice. One thing while we're here and we're logged in, I want to see how many people have installed. Let's see if we're at 100 yet. Installs. 83. 83. 319 statuses though, so that's cool. Repos 1300. Interesting. Only a quarter have run it on their main branch after installing. It's much lower than I expect. Item count 900. I think we've finally done some TTL deletes here, so that's good. Wait, how are there fewer M's than clones? Oh, I guess build errors? Yeah, it must just be build errors. I expect there to be more M's than clones, though. That's weird. Oh, maybe this is also TTL deletes. I don't know. There are 19 people logged in at the moment. And we have done 7,000 runs. We've just passed 7,000 runs. That's pretty cool. 12-hour stream on the 19th. Is that the day that we want to do? The 19th? I could do 19th. Sure, pre-commit.ci go brr, but how brr does it really go? Well, I will show you today because I wrote a little thing that shows how fast it goes. Alternate between files given a pattern, so test implementation or related files can file. Oh, that sounds cool. It says, by the way, chat, can you shave off an import by using the import module.os? So imports are global in Python. So if some other module has already imported that module, importing it in a different module is free, essentially. There's no reason to import from something else again. Apple should use peer-to-peer to distribute their iOS updates on release day. These long-ass update times are unacceptable. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Does Git RM do anything different than regular RM? Yes. It will leave files around unless you tell it to delete them, essentially. Git RM is just remove it from the checked in things. Hey, what's up, Guide VVV? Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you again. Friendly by the speaker says, by the way, I ended up doing the create new sheet tab, delete old one to pretend my interaction with Google Sheets is atomic. Works nicely, actually less scary than empty sheet for a while. Nice. I'm glad that thought worked out. Gov says, what do you think about dependency injection, and do you have resources to read on it? I find that when dependency injection works, it seems really, really nice. When it doesn't work, it is a goddamn nightmare to debug. So I usually avoid it myself, and I like to be explicit about passing things around. But I realize it's a real hot button topic, and whenever I say that, people get I don't know, get spicy with me when I say don't use dependency injection. But make your decision based on your constraints and figure out whether it makes sense for you. But I don't like using it myself. But everybody says you can just remember the 6 digits. It's true. Your drawings have improved. I mean, they're about the same. This problem was just a little bit easier to draw. They probably ran it on their feature branch that added. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Does the config need to be on the default branch? Nope. There's no CI configuration. That's kind of the magic of it. It's over 7,000. What? Over 7,000? Get config global alias.rm rm-frv. Oh, I guess recursive, force, and verbose. I see. Should do a video on that as well. I don't know, but we're here for the spicy takes. It's true. It's true. You guys do like the spicy takes. Okay, let's look at this Terraform PR. Make sure that it's actually doing what I expect. It should say 2 delete, one modify, 1 delete. Actually. Oh damn it! I gotta sign in. Oh, good. You are tab complete there. Nice. And then I got a 2-factor. This checkbox is a lie, by the way. It doesn't actually do that. Verify. Cool. 1 to change, 1 to destroy. So this should be modify in place, update in place, cool. Remove that, cool, and delete table. Cool. And that looks good, right? So we will merge that. And then we will tear down the tables. That's kind of cool. Java/C# developers enter the chat. Oh, hello. Do you have a minute to talk about dependency injection? That's funny. Pratik says, I feel that too for dependency injection. One of my seniors told me to make all dependencies explicit so that there is no ambiguity on what is required for a function to run. Def-foo pren needs A and B would be hidden in the docs versus def-foo A, B. This is much more clear. No one somebody could forget setting up A and B for calling B. Yeah, I agree. I saw the Twitter thread about commands that are terrible. I'd say the aforementioned get alias is pretty terrible as well. Merge? What are we saying there, front left by the speaker? I feel attacked, as I said. Yeah, good old Java from iSatisfied. Okay, so we already previewed this, so I'm gonna run this. And we'll also run it in prod, because YOLO, whatever. Oh, we'll wait for this to succeed, make sure it succeeds. Stay away from the Java. James Boyne says, what is dependency injection? So the idea behind dependency injection is you declaratively say in some way what resources a particular function needs. And you call the function without parameters, and some framework just fills it all in for you. In a way, you can kind of think of PyTest fixtures as a dependency injection framework. What's up, Marquez? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. In PyTest, you don't explicitly call your function with all of its fixtures. You just name your parameters in a particular way, and PyTest waves a magic wand and instantiates those and then shoves them into your function for you. It's actually the part of PyTest that I am the most like heebie-jeebied about. And the thing is, like, PyTest fixtures work great when they work great. But as soon as that, you know, dependency injection framework part breaks down, they're a fucking nightmare to debug. Like, as soon as you start trying to figure out, like, oh, what is the order of these, or like what scopes should things happen at, or what combination of parameterization should happen, or, you know, should this be torn down at this point, or uh, you override a fixture with your own implementation, like what order should it run in, should it use the base fixture, like all of this stuff makes this stuff incredibly hard to reason about. And actually, in the worst case, PyTest just makes a first pass optimization or first pass guess at ordering. It's actually a NP complete or NP hard. I mean, it's essentially both. It's a hard problem to actually order them to minimize the amount of setups and teardowns. So PyTest is not ideal in the way that it executes fixtures with sufficiently complicated systems. And that's another problem with a lot of dependency injection frameworks, is like dealing with ordering makes the actual problem harder. Whereas if you just write the explicit code, like you don't, you solve the ordering and it's not trying to solve it at runtime. I was trying to make you say more things in a French accent. Oh, I see. I see. But yeah, it sounds very convenient for some database connections. So yeah, like connection pooling seems like is a good thing. Like, I'm not saying connection pooling is bad, but you can implement connection pooling in an explicit way without magically doing it that way. Why you not work cat brain? What do you have? What do you have from me? Okay, this seems probably safe. Oh, I've seen this before. where the cat's like, why are you doing that? And starts kicking his oh. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Those two smart ass systems to deal with. More like ass system, right? DI leads to very long constructors and parameter lists. Yeah. How does the original Kickstarter fidget cube compare to the fidget spinners? I don't use it as much on stream because you see how loud that is? But otherwise I play with it all the time. I just do it on stream because it's not as loud as, these, which are essentially silent. Just write Haskell and everything has to be TI. Oh no. I love that guy. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so good. Andres Storm says, I'm looking for a remote internship or job. Cool. He's kicking his own ass. Yeah. What if it's actually two cats? Okay, I'm gonna... This succeeded. I'm gonna run this for prod. And I'm gonna go fill up my water. So I will be right back. I will see you all in a sec. Hello, I'm back. How's it going, chat? Hey, what's up, Harsha? Hello. Good to see you again. Just filled up my water bottle too. Nice! RKJ says what you guys are referring to as Linux is in fact systemd/Linux, or as I've recently taken to calling it, systemd plus Linux. It's kind of true, in a way. Someone needs to make the, the It's All Ohio meme, but for systemd. It's I was hoping that would trigger the bot. Got unlucky. The 1 in 10 did not fire there. It's a PyDev. Hello. It's true, Yoda Droid. It is true. It is in a lot of ways Anthony chats with chat. But thank you for the resub. 8 months of subtime. Appreciate your continued support, Yoda Droid. It's always good to have you. Also missed a follow from Zillamoo while I was drinking water or grabbing water. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Baldata says, "What's systemd? I remember one day you did a stream working with it, but I didn't understand a dime." Yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing either. But this systemd is the init system on most modern Linuxes. Almost all of them have switched to systemd. What an init system is it manages PID1, grab -p. It manages PID1, which is sbin init splash, which is the root of the process tree, and everything else everything from that process onwards is the actual execution of stuff. And so you can see I have quite a few things that are parented on PID1. So these are all of the things that systemd starts up as its initialization, but it also, manages a bunch of processes, and systemd has a whole series of other stuff attached to it. Like it has a whole journaling system, it has user space process management, it has user management, it has network management, it has all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's an init system, a very complicated one at that. Harshit says, "I want some web dev help. Can you help me?" Maybe. I don't know if I'm the best person to give you advice for web dev. Kevin Joe says, "I'll redeem the 12-hour stream on Christmas Eve." Be a nice Christmas present, right? There's also this as well. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that are against systemd because it is so sprawling and complicated, and list of init daemons, crossed out systemd. What's so bad about systemd? Bunch of bugs. I mean, literally everything is going to have bugs. So I don't know that saying it's not buggy is fair, but I don't know. There are a lot of people that are real salty about systemd for reasons, but I think at this point systemd is won, and it's kind of too late to try and put investment in other init systems. But I don't know. Teach their own. I think systemd is fine. It's like the bootstrap process for the user space. Yeah, you can think of it that way. What bootstraps the bootstrapper? I mean, usually, depending on your system, the BIOS will call grub if you're running Linux, and then grub will call your init system, or something like that. It's a little hand wavy. It's not something that I know a ton about. I like systemd. Personally, I have never really used any alternatives. So I have written sysvinit scripts, scripts. Wait, I said it right the first time. And I've written upstart scripts. Let me tell you, writing both of those, neither of them are fun. Systemd makes things a lot simpler because it manages all the common things that you would want to do in a service. Whereas in sysvinit and upstart, you basically had to write all of that in every single unit and manage them all correctly. So I definitely like that part about it. Hey, what's up, Zephyrios? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Senpaz says, have you tried HDB yet? Looks cool and fancy, though not yet stable releases. I've not. What is the thing that's cool about HDB? Simplicity of NoSQL with relational models, powerful querying strictness. Is this where what's his name works? Lukush? Doesn't he work there? Am I remembering this incorrectly? Yeah, he does work there. Oh, and Yuri works there too. But I was thinking of Lukush. Anybody else in here? These are all people I don't know. Oh, I know you. I know you too. I don't know you. I know you? Your name sounds familiar. Anyway, I've not used it, but it sounds cool. Siva says, sorry, I was memeing up Bootstrap, but I appreciate it. I'm creating a website for online examination. Can I detect screenshot capture? No, you cannot. Not reliably. Help a fellow Ruby coder out. VM, do I need it? Do I want it? pipenv, do I need it? Do I want it? I would always work in a virtual environment. So yes, for the first one. I don't like pipenv myself. And you don't really need it. You can get away without it. Perfect pronunciation, says Separate. That's funny. That's funny. I was just trying my best TTS impersonation on your name. Steva says, has your new AWS account received the new unified search? I don't know. Is it this weird thing at the top that is prompting me to Alt-S? Because if so, my guess is that yes. Oh yeah, there used to be a thing here that I could click on. But I can no longer click on that there. Hmm. 17,000 results in documentation. There's no way that this is useful. Use the SQS Java messaging service. 100% what I wanted. Okay, this is maybe relevant. We'll see how we'll see what I think about it. Brainwashed. How's it going? Anthon, stalking people in GitHub much? I mean, it's just like I know the people in the project, so I don't think I'm really stalking them. No pipenv in this chat. Like 2 extra clicks, takes 2 seconds for anything to load. Yeah, pipenv has been banned from the chat. It's true. Hey, what's up, Binary? Hello, hello. Can I create a Linux application for that? You can, but the thing is, like, anytime you create an application, somebody's just gonna be able to subvert it. Because the print screen key is not the only way to take a screenshot. So really what you want to do, like, I think you're probably solving the wrong problem. Like, if you're trying to prevent people from cheating by screenshotting, you probably want to, you know, invest in answer randomization or problem randomization instead. You're not going to be able to, you know, you're not going to be able to work out the, you know, you're not going to be able to suss out all the cheaters that way. You could also play a game where you try and make it more difficult to cheat, where you block print screen, have a custom app, set up DRM, and like all this crazy shit to you know, sandbox people in. But from what I've seen, well, as an experienced user myself, you're never going to be able to stop me from cheating if that's what you're trying to do. I will always find a better way to do it. And even if you could prevent print screen, I could just get out my fucking phone and take a picture of the screen. And then how are you going to stop that? You're not. So trying to prevent print screen is kind of a lost cause, in my opinion. Wait, what? I thought virtual and the VM were the same thing. They are different. But yeah, I did make a video about that. Don't tell me Pythonistas can't agree on anything just like JavaScript colleagues. We at least agree on like 2 or 3 things instead of 50. Let's not lump us into the same JavaScript bucket, but it's up, Priox. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Here are some useful resources. It's true. Those are basically the videos that I link when I'm talking about virtual. Okay, what was I doing? Does chat even remember before I got distracted? We ran this. I think we're done with that. Oh, I have a new GitHub email. You can use --config. But no, it's not possible to represent the structure in Init, and I have no interest in supporting alternative configuration formats, even though YAML sucks. Note also that although pre-commit is written in Python, it's not specifically a Python tool. It supports many different programming languages. There's also like 10 duplicates of that issue. Like, people just don't search. Ugh. Sigh. You're breaking prod. You're saying how awesome JavaScript is. You were doing some programming things. Something about prod. I don't understand how people can use JavaScript when they could just use TypeScript instead. T is greater than J. It's kind of true. Let's take a second and weep over the issue I failed over at Rails a while back regarding broken cookie storage. No feedback from the core team. Love it. Oh no. Oh, you had 4,200. This is so close to like 420-ish. Oh no. Oh god. Not a dot star, followed by a dot, followed by not a dot star, or any character, two any characters, followed by a dot, followed by 2 any characters, or 3 any characters, followed by a dot, followed by 2 any characters. That's trying to handle weird sub-TLDs, but it doesn't know about very, very short domains or very, very long TLDs. So this regex is just complete garbage. This is probably written before long-form TLDs were a thing. You know, I bet you could spin this into a security bug, Kevin. Because setting cookies on the wrong domain is a big fucking deal. Especially if this short name here is a is like a registrar that's selling subdomains. You can maybe potentially cookie drop onto the subdomain URL itself, and then steal cookies from other subdomain sites. So this might be security sensitive. But also this regex is hilarious. Love it. Let's Let's see. Richard says, and can I detect virtual camera like OBS has a plugin for virtual camera? Again, like, you're never going to be able to be like somebody gets out their cell phone and takes a screenshot. Like, trying to prevent somebody using a camera to cheat is not going to... You're never going to win. Someone is always going to outsmart you with an analog workaround. You're better to invest in like answer randomization or other stuff like that. They even have some ideas on how to join 2 USB drawing tablets into a single joystick. That sounds like a more complicated hardware problem than I am that I am skilled enough to answer for you. But yeah. Hey, what's up, the on the server? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Seen some regexes for URLs. Good lord, they're huge. Yeah, there's one in this library. God, I mean, Twitch needs a fucking better regex for their URLs. Theirs is absolute garbage. This one actually isn't so bad. Where is is it in here? Great URL regex, so it's pretty gnarly. It's actually not as bad as it could be, but we do substitute other regular expressions into it. And every TLD that is periodically scraped. Also, there's an email regex, which grabs from RFC 3986. But this is meant to do linkifying. This is actually what's used on Yelp.com. So there is TLD data in here. Is it all in one line, or is it on separate lines? Yeah, anyway, here's some TLDs. I don't know what year this was taken. 2018. But there's a lot of them. Including the Punicode ones up here. But anyway, URLs, regular expressions. Hands off the cookie jar. Kevin says that's a good idea. I'll give it a spin, see if there's an attack vector here. Yeah. I tried to write a test with mock.patch.object as foo to check the quarks given to a function. What can I do? What can I do so the function is still executed normally, but also I get the mock object back with call args? So what you can do with that. So let's say we have a class, something to patch, def foo self grant fire the missiles. And we have a test where from unit test import mock, and we do with mock.patch.object c foo, and then you can do side effect equals c.foo. So this will be a spy and not an actual mock. It will allow it to still run the original function. Oh, you wanted to see quarks as well. Quarks, so... if name equals main, we'll call test. So if we... Oops. C temp x, then we run python 3 t.py. Foo is missing one required positional argument self. Yeah, that is one of the tricky parts here. Because it doesn't know that this is a bound method. So what you can do instead is c equals c. And then you can do c.foo. You can do it like that, I think. Yeah, so you can see it still fires the missiles. And mock.call args. Is that what it is? Yeah, so you can see we get the call out. Yeah, so that's one way to do this. You can do it more. I'm kind of surprised that that we lost the module descriptor part there. Seems odd. But anyway, you can use side effect to recall the original function, or you can substitute a function that actually calls into here. But usually this is This is the most succinct way to do that. You just said we when talking about you know, it's the royal we, even though I haven't worked there in 5 years. At least it's readable, not a long and unreadable line. Yeah, it's true. Zephyr says, "Are you open for beginner level Python questions that I'm too dumb to word in a way that actually gets an answer I'm after?" Yeah, feel free to ask questions. I answer questions all the time in chat, and I often will re-record the answers as YouTube videos and put them up on my YouTube channel, which you can check out. And a lot of times when people ask questions, I've already answered them, so I can just link there, which is kind of nice. Left by the speaker says, "Do you know if any databases like BQ or Redshift offer free tiers for open source developers to run some testing? I'm running a tool that interacts with some databases, and ideally it'd be nice to test my shit." I mean, you can often run open source software locally. Like, I know you can run your own. Well, Redshift is Amazon's thing. You can probably run a fake version of it that looks like it. I don't know. Depends on the tech. I'm not talking about that. Like, when you give an exam online, then you have to on your webcam, but one can create a virtual cam using OBS. Oh, I mean, you're not gonna be like, if you can detect virtual cam, someone can detect your virtual cam detector and just fake it repeatedly. Also, some hardware cams show up as virtual cameras, so you can, like, someone's always gonna be able to outsmart that. You're never gonna beat that. There's always going to be something better. Kevin's doing AOC in Crystal. Cool. Yeah, I've actually seen a couple people doing it in Crystal. This one says, "Honestly, Anthony deserves his own dialect at this point." Oh, because of all the weird words that I say? I wasn't actively watching how to fix my Ansible deployment. What have you done so far today regarding the CI comparison? Oh, that was what we were going to work on. Yes, that is what we were gonna work on. Right, so what I want to do today is actually generate pull requests and start collecting statistics, which shouldn't be that hard. I think I'm just going to generate no-op pull requests in this. Well, we're probably going to rename this query time script. But this works, so we can already see, like, if we take any old pull request. Let's look at most recent one on pre-commit, for example. Does this actually have anything interesting though? Closed. Sure. We grab this URL. We can do query times. This will actually show Azure pipelines being incredibly slow. Key error. Oh, it only works for that particular repository. Damn it. Damn it. We can temporarily put this in here. Pre-commit. Dot pre-commit, just to show an output here. Yeah, so you can see that this takes the start time from the original pull request, so this actually had several rounds of revision, so that's why these numbers look so big. But in our generated pull requests, we won't have that problem. So, but you can see, like, you know, this finished sometime after this one here. It's actually more useful on the pull requests that I did. Where is that repo? Do I have it open? No, I don't. Demo. Yeah, so if I take, well, this one I also did some pushes afterwards as well. So you can see I repushed this. So the timing is going to be off on this one, but it'll be closer to what you expect. But fortunately, we're just going to be doing all of our pull requests against this demo repo. And so you can see here, you know, I probably triggered this at like 28:05 or something. But I don't have that time captured because I couldn't find a way to see it in the UI. At the last updated time. Actually, let's see if we can get that. GitHub API last updated time for pull request. I That's for a file. Oh, what is this new thing? Wait, what just happened? What just happened, chat? What does this thing do? What does it do? What? Events API. You need to have a webhook, or you can use this events API. No, this is for auditing. This is not what is helpful. Is there per repository though? Because if we can do per repository, list repository events. That's not what I want to click on. Okay, so we can maybe do that. Crystal's about to hit 1.0, so definitely live and clicking. Just attended Raw Crystal, a virtual conference. Oh, that's cool. mck.callargs. Yeah, that's this context manager result here. So it'll let me see what got called there. Insert says, exactly what I was looking for, thank you so much. I started patching all the other functions in the function to test because they depend on the results of this function. This is more of an integration test. I simply want to check that the right table name is being chosen. Oh, nice, cool. Zephyr says I will check out YouTube. Sounds great. Haven't had a chance to do the last few days due to my kids coming down with fever. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I unfortunately have infinite free time. Anthic is going to not make this channel not just chatting with 1% coding. I don't think we'll ever get there, though. To quite that level. Expand some text. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's kind of weird. We're all simps of Anthony, so his programs are the best. You guys are great. Okay. I guess we could try that endpoint and see what happens there. What was the endpoint? api.github.com/repo/pre-commit.ci demo/demo/events. Oh, we do actually get some results here. Do we get these unauthenticated? Oh, we do. Delete event, pull request event. Action closed. Do we get pull request event synchronize? God, those events are chonky. Push event. Pull request event opened. Okay, so we do get the push, but we don't get the pull request synchronize. So that's not great. Unless it's in here and I just missed it. This is the pull request event closed. Yeah, we don't get the event here, so we could line it up with the branch, but it's not gonna be worth it. We're just gonna be generating pull requests and looking at that, so it should be fine. I'll give a sub to the first person who gets the reference. No Google allowed. Like I can stop it. I always enjoyed studying a new tongue. I don't know the reference. Jake Shay says, because I'm in the UK, every morning when I wake up, I refresh my YouTube playlist and I see your Advent of Code replay, and from the length I can tell how hard the problem is going to be. It's true, or like how long I struggle on SQLite. I haven't done a video on coverage yet, but I do plan to do on James Boyan. Hey, what's up, Metalstorm? Hello, hello. How does coverage work? Because the shit is like a maze to figure out. I can show you basically how it works. So what happens is there is a trace function, and let's just do print. This is going to print a lot of shit. So we're going to Let's see, what is the function called? sys.setTrace, right? Set the global tracing function. It will be called on each function call. It gets called way more often than every function called. Is it setTrace or is there a more granular tracing function? I think it's setTrace. Orange. Context manager. Orange equals sys.getTrace. Try sys.setTrace. Trace. Event. Yield. Finally. Sys.setTrace. Ridge. With coverage, P. I think this will work. This only got called per function. There is a more specific tracing than this. What is the more specific one? GitHub. Good old Ned. We can look at the C tracer. Disable plugin. Maybe it's written in Python. This is the actual just caller part. Anyway, the point of this is there's at least one tracer. Yeah. But maybe this is right. Maybe we just had so few frames and so few things that we didn't trace all that much. Oh, we only got one trace event there. That's weird. Anyway, the answer is coverage uses a tracer, and it basically injects code in between every bytecode function line, etc., and stores a bunch of data based on that. Well, that says I know the answer. Nice movie. Shaken, not stirred. Oh, I think I know. Yeah, 2 eyes. That's what I was thinking. JJ24 says they're all terrible, though, so it's embarrassing to admit you know the answer. No, it's funny. That's hilarious. But anyway, the answer is coverage uses a tracer. Theirs is implemented in C because it's really slow if it's not implemented in C. This is also why PyPy, when run under coverage, is incredibly slow, because PyPy can't really JIT if there's code injected between every opcode. Reader UK says Doctor Who is worse than James Bond. I mean, probably. Alright, buddy. You earned a lock. Bye. Such is the way things have to go. Okay, but yeah, let's improve this thing so that we're actually generating pull requests. Demo. That was weird. Tab completed to dot. I guess because the only directory inside of demo starts with a dot, so that's fair. Okay, so we need to generate a pull request and then grab the data from it. Gen data, or move query times to gen data. Rename query times to gen data. And we are going to need a token for this. Because. I think I have one in my home directory, right? GitHub auth. As f. Contents equals JSON.load. F. We need JSON. We have JSON. Okay. And then I have to be careful not to print this. Maybe contents is not the best name. Creds. Sure. And then headers equals. Don't do that there. Source GitHub. Authorization. Token. Oh god, I don't remember what the token is there. I think I have it. I think I have the name of it. It's probably token. That would be my guess. That would be what I would name it. GitHub fork should use this. Config. Token. Creds, token. Okay, and then we need to pass headers equals headers. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. These lines are now too long. Status is URL equals. Status is URL and then checks URL. So that should get us creds. Let's see if our script still works. Gen data. Rick got unexpected quarg. Stack-wise, any. Some porno movies have better storyline than Doctor Who. I actually like Doctor Who, but it's probably true. It's probably true. Kevin Jowick says, I noticed that Liz Fung Jones is also a fellow Nano user. I've seen them solve ASC on YouTube. Yes. Liz also uses Nano. I do know this. They've been solving ASC on stream. Wow. Hey, what's up, Robin? Hello, hello. I'm doing admin code in JS. Numbers are stored in 64-bit, but bitwise operations turn them into 32-bit ones. Operations on 36 bits make them overflow. This was not fun to discover. Oh no, yesterday's problem is going to be a pain. Middlestar says, what do you feel about declaring some mutable object in a module/file and importing it all over the place and using it as a form of a global variable? That sounds like a bad idea. Global mutable state is sad times. Currently I declare some object at the top of my stack in main.py and pass it down, and I'm doing pretty deep in broad stack. I think explicitly passing along data is going to make your life a lot easier and easier to maintain. So when you commit to use back, maybe when it sucks less, I can convince her to use it. Although I don't think she uses the fancy features of Nano, so maybe she'd be fine already. Actually, I don't know her pronouns. Let me make sure I don't have her pronouns incorrectly first. Right, just continue to say she. Yeah, her, she. Okay, good. Good. Cool. Alright, so now we have creds. Get commit dash make requests using credentials. Alright, so I think I'm gonna make 5 pull requests and loop until they're completed. I think that can be how I do this. Yeah. That seems reasonable, right? Crystal is beautiful. If only they didn't have the stupid end keyword. Yeah. Metalstorm says, it means that every interface needs to take this as a first parameter. It's always the same for the lifetime of the app, and it never changes. Yeah, but as soon as you start trying to test stuff, you're going to be like, fuck, I should be passing things as parameters, because now I need to monkey patch globally in order to test anything. You're going to be constantly in a state of sadness in there. Then Paz says, gonna go to sleep, have a nice day. Well, thanks for stopping by. A lot of people think the main character in Doctor Who is the Doctor, but the main character is always their current companion. It's kind of true, Cyberpenny. It's kind of true. Okay, so gen data needs to make a pull request. Let's just start by doing 1 pull request, and then we can do this in a loop later. So make PR. And we need headers, which is going to be dict star. And that is going to return. That is going to return what? The pull request. And we're going to hardcode the repo. Repo equals pre-commit.ci demo / demo. Yes. We'll return int. Sure. And we're gonna make this in the temporary directory. Import temp file. And I'm not gonna make the I'm not gonna make the pull request using the API because that's That's too much work. What's up, Murat Armagian? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna do it with git, and that's gonna be good enough. Temporary direction. Sometimes when I type stuff, my brain turns off and my fingers take over, and I just type the word that's going through part of this. Test only port once. Good point. Global_var.clear is a fixture. Oh. Kevin says, you really had a lot of hair in the virtual video. Was that your pre-COVID hair? So I got a haircut in March. And then I just let it grow until when? Until like September? And then I got it cut. So depending on when, there's like a 6-month growth period, and then I was like, fuck it. It's getting too long, I need to cut it. It's actually getting, you know, this is about the length that I'm okay with it at. But another inch and I'll probably get it cut again. But yeah, it was pretty wild there. Def git dark command stir none subprocess.check call git -c tempter star command. Okay, and so then we'll do git clone depth1 github.com repo quiet, and then git checkout origin. Can I do origin/head? Oh, we need to do dot at the end. Haha, 80 characters. You have a directory called Y. So can I do git checkout origin/head? I can. Cool. Hey, what's up? Java C Slip. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Cyberbunny says, I bought a machine to cut it for myself. It's not perfect, but I'm not going outside, so YOLO. Cloning checks out origin/head. Yeah, it's true. I'm making a new branch, so I could probably do no checkout to make this go faster also. All hairdressers are closing down again the day after tomorrow in Germany. Fortunately, I went a week and a half ago. I see. Nice. Origin/head -b break. My brain took over again. We need to create a somewhat random branch name. Guess we can do that. We can just do the whole thing. Import UUID. UUID not UUID4.hex -b branch git commit allow empty -m testpr please ignore, and then git push origin head. I'll push the branch, and then we need to make the pull request, which we have done before. Oh, where have we done that? GitHub pull request. Here we go. Got our token. Don't need to fork. We push. We need title body base head. Title body base head. Title body base head. Okay. We can do rec equals api.get hub.com/repo/repo/pulls, and then data equals title SPR please ignore body generated by this. Oh, I need the F string here. Base. Shit. Base and head. I always forget which one's which. Target branch. So this will be origin/head, but in our case it's master. Get how do I get the default branch name? Autofix lib. It's like get rev symbolic something. Target branch. Get rev parse abbrev ref symbolic at colon curly u curly. That's totally what I was expected. Yeah, that's definitely the command that I had memorized. 100%. Get rev parse symbolic at u. Okay. Then we gotta split and shit. Oh, and we want to put some quiets in here as well. Dash Q. Dash Q. Rev command equals no longer fits on one line even that way, so we're gonna do it like this. Target equals upstream dot decode dot strip dot decode. Dan Claudia Pop, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 8 months. Appreciate your continued support. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Strip.decode.split/1. Base equals target, and then head equals brush. You want to create a new branch, not using GitHub API to change files. It's so much work to do it to create. It's just not fucking worth it. So you include the current time in the branch name. Yeah, it's true. I don't actually care about the, UUID is plenty unique. But yeah. Kip's Joburg says, story time. I once had the idea that it's dumb to pay for a haircut and decided to cut it myself. Fast forward 20 minutes and it looked like I'd been fooling around with Edward Scissorhands. Eventually I had to just cut the rest off, making it look like I joined the military. Imagine Jenny's, my fiance, surprised when she came back from work. Oh no. Developed by the speaker says, what does capital C do? So Git has a change_dir argument. So if I'm not in the demo directory, I can use git-C demo. And that will tell me the status inside this directory. And that's actually probably something I could put in a video. Video idea dash capital C to use get indifferenter. Yes. Robin says, I have a potential solution for day 14 part 2, but it has been running for 3 minutes now. After 190 seconds, it did not compute the correct answer. Yeah, getting a somewhat efficient solution for part 2 is pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. Yeah, but this dash capital C, life changer. Yeah. I was so happy when this got added. It doesn't exist in Get 1, but I think it's new in Get 2, maybe? Or maybe it's new in like the latest version of Get 1. I forget, but it's you know, within the last 10 years it was added. No one's real says, how many years have I been learning programming? I've been programming for 19 years. I've been paid to write code for 11 years. So a long ass time. A long, long ass time. Yes. Okay, so we do reg URL data equals data JSON dot encode method equals post. Ugh. Ugh. I want you to fit on one line. Data B. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Let's actually take what's currently in main and split it off into another function. Also, we no longer have a argument parser. Well, maybe we'll have arguments at some point. Def get data pr int headers dict stir to list of what? List of runs. List of run. Then this code, and I'll go in here. And then turn runs. And then let us do, what did I call it? Make PR. Make PR headers. Deprint imported but unused. Undefined name subprocess sys list and repo. Import subprocess import sys. Resp is assigned but never used. That's fine. 110 undefined named rec. Undefined name list. And args is assigned but never used. From typing import list. Okay, let's try this now. How long have you been writing good code though? Well, all code is bad, so got a typo here. Damn. I gotta go delete this branch. That's fine. I should also include the branch name. Why are people watching this? You're about to be in a world of pain, Iago Alonso, as I generate a bunch of pull requests. You do not want to watch this repository. How do I delete branches from here? I could have sworn there was like a branches list. Is it because I'm in the responsive view? Yeah, here it is. No one is real says, sorry, but what is your monthly income? Negative money currently. Negative. What's up, Marketev? Hello, hello. Where's Jason? Stupid, stupid Jason. Only if you want to raise an error to user in specific case of a specific session. Wait, what? Any opinions on raise exception? From? I don't see much point in it over raise exception. Oh, I see. That's what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. This says, now I'm curious why you opted for subprocess instead of Python native code. Sorry in advance for asking. I mean, if you want Python native code to do Git operations, good luck. All of the Git libraries are fucking garbage. And half of them just subprocess out to Git anyway, so there's literally no point. So that's why I'm using subprocess. Running Git. 0 days since writing good code. No GitHub dark mode. I don't really like GitHub's dark mode. I think it's too dark. I find that it's way too black. So I'm gonna stick with light mode for now. But anyway. A million, wait, 10 million Babbies award. Rewrite pre-commit in Java. 0 days since logical error for me. Python OGR. No, they're all garbage. I've used that one before. They're all garbage. Also, I'm pretty sure Python OGR just subprocesses Python OGR. Also, I don't have any dependencies now, so introducing a dependency is not worth it. This one? Interestingly, they use pre-commit. They have 29 stars. There's no way this is good. And how does it work? My guess is subprocess. We're about to find out. Oh god, you know, if they have a factory.py file... Oh my god, stay so far away from that. Package resources, you're gonna incur a huge overhead just to import this damn thing. GitHub service. GitLab service. Yeah, no part about this seems like a good thing to me. Oh, this doesn't actually use Git. This isn't Git, this is Git services. This has nothing to do with Git. So no, this is not helpful. Isberg says, thanks, now I feel less stupid for doing the same thing. He would rather use the GitHub API instead of a Git library. I'm not even doing that here either. Used by Fedora in many projects, including the one I'm contributing to. Why is factory.py a no? It just screams that this is over-engineered Java. Someone just knocked on my door. I'm gonna be right back. It was the Amazon ferry. I know, I got... Oh, can you see them? Nope. I got 2 packages. I didn't order anything, so... I don't know what's in the packages. Okay, let's fix this. This script. What do you mean? Oh, this is unused now. What do you mean unknown URL type? I probably did something stupid with MyPy. Tuple stir expected stir. We've got a trailing comma. We've got a trailing comma somewhere here. Thank you, MyPy. You're the best. Yeah, we don't have a return value there yet. Okay, let's try this again. Gen data. What's going on? I press the A on my keyboard. I get a capital A. I have caps lock on? Oh, I know it's on. The function key got pressed. It's like, what is happening? I was trying to type list. I gotta be really careful here. This should be a JSON blob. We should be fine with this. JSON does dumps resp indent equals 2. Much better pretty print than whatever garbage that does. Okay, what do we got in here? We have PR number, resp number. That's what we want to get out of this. We also probably need the branch name. Also probably need the branch name. Yeah, we can just quit gen data. Return resp number and branch. This is tuple int stir, not int. Tuple int stir. Okay, so that should have created a pull request now. Pre-commit.ci demo. We do indeed have a pull request here. Oh, that's already done. Cool. And then we can see who was the fastest from this pull request. Random LinkedIn request. Allow RSD checks on text files. Currently, only one of these checks works for Django's. Could types be relaxed a little bit? Not all text files are RST, but fortunately, pre-commit is designed so the checks aren't set in stone, and you can set these settings directly in your configuration. For example, repo. Shit. Oh my god, this is so much more painful. 2, 3, 4. Repo. I'm probably gonna have to turn that off at some point. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. rev hooks. Shit. 1, 2, 3 ID. there's a thing in play right now that is auto indenting here. Types text. Oops. I was just fighting with it. You might also consider using types file plus types or plain text RST, which will make it not run on every file which is non-binary in your repository. I can't accept the PR, unfortunately. It breaks things. How is this failing before? My guess is this is doctored up because this is not the case. But anywho. Oh boy, I'm so far behind in chat. Holy shit. Burglar robbing Anthony writes code. Yeah. It's the Python purist police. It's the Pathlib gang. No one is real says, have you ever started web programming? And yes, why don't you freelance at least? I don't know. I might freelance. There's one freelance thing that I'm working with right now to maybe do some freelance work, so that'll be cool if it happens. I don't know if it'll necessarily happen though. But yes, I am a web developer in ways. JK says, at least they were kind of knock, yeah. It's a BOMB? No, I don't think so. I don't want to say that word because it'll get me demonetized on YouTube. There's nothing on the box, then it's sex toys. If somebody sent me sex toys, that would be an interesting one. Waits for pre-commit to fail, then it activates. Oh no. You're a liar! You're a liar! But on the sales, gotta go to sleep. Thanks for the stream. See you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, Bill Mathis. Always good to see you. M2 DevNut says, if somebody comes to your door, do you have a mask handy to put on? I struggle with this, to be honest. Yeah, I got a mask. Right there. So I picked it up and went to the door for them. Hey, what's up, Zithrius? Hello, hello. But also, you know, general freelancing is probably not worth my time. I would have to do specialized freelancing where, like, you know, people want specifically the thing that I want. Write in an editor and copy in the damn comment? Yeah. Have you ever written a virus? The answer is yes. Maybe I wouldn't call it a virus, more as like some intentionally targeted malware against a real estate scammer. As soon as the story is, when I was applying for internships in 2012, I was going to work at Yelp in San Francisco, and I lived in Michigan, and so finding rental houses in San Francisco over the internet was really, really difficult. I did eventually find one though, and at a good price point in Berkeley, and I really liked that area. It was pretty nice. But one that was very clearly a scam. It was one, like, way too cheap, and two, in a historic house in San Francisco, so like not owned by some random person renting it out. And three, there were like all sorts of like weird grammar errors in the first email that they replied to me. The actual listing looked fine. but the the reply back, it was pretty clear that they didn't speak English, which is a usual telltale sign. And so they asked me to send all this information in a document, and so I made a Word document that had embedded Word macros in it and a button that you would have to click. And I told the person, oh yeah, you have to click this button and allow code to run. I encrypted this value because I wanted to keep it safe and blah blah blah. I made up some bullshit that sounded reliable or sounded, realistic. And what this Word document did when you click this button is oh, hey, what's up, Mystic and Mickey? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So what this button did when you clicked on it was it spawned up 3 threads. One of the threads beeped repeatedly. Just beep, 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 beeped repeatedly. One of the threads opened up web browsers to shock porn sites. So things like, Pain Olympics, Goatsy, what the worst shit you can think of. And then the last thread deleted every file in the home directory. And, yeah. The scammer replied back to me and was like, fuck to your mother, you bitch, etc., etc., and like, it was pretty funny, for me at least. But yeah, that was a while ago. I have not done that since then, but I thought it was funny to do at least once. Hey, what's up, Fluffy Bunny? Hello, hello. What keys do you use for your keyboard? This is QWERTY. Yeah, I don't have any of the macros programmed yet, so they're just the default program macros. But yeah, it's standard QWERTY keyboard, just split. Hisbrick says, I may have bought YAML.party for the next 10 years. Oh my god, that's amazing. Seems like the right thing to do for dubious reasons, yeah. That's it, Mouseblock. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Hello, hello. Don't interrupt, he's confessing. Yeah, it was pretty funny, but... Unbrave says, is that fine to upgrade event packages like apt-get using cron tab? Yeah, apt is usually pretty safe. They use a file lock to make sure that things don't overlap, and so it should be fine. Yeah. Hey, Zoptine says, hello, what do you recommend for automation of proxy processes and bots? Can you translate it to Spanish, please? My language is Spanish. I mean, one way would be Celery. That's a task library. Can I translate that to Spanish? My Spanish is not good enough, unfortunately. But this is one thing that might work. Cron might be another one. Hey, what's up, Claudius JDM? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Capability-based permissions. And now the suspicious rental scammer is watching your stream? Probably not. What is Celery? It's a job framework. I don't know what the word is for framework in Spanish. Una cerveza, por favor. Yes. Right? I haven't clicked on W3 schools, though. Oh, you translated. Okay. It's a job framework. Lil Newt, hello. Welcome. Good to see you again. Okay, so anyway, we created this pull request now. We should be able to get information out of it now. So I should be able to run... let's comment this out. What is this function? PR and headers. Results equals get data. PR and headers. Excuse me. But we need to give it a number there because we hard-coded PR for now. 11. So basically what we need to do is create the pull request, spin loop until it's done, and then get the results. I need to do the like bin loop part still. Let's see. Let's make sure this thing still works. TP results. Okay, so this is what we want to see. So pre-commit.ci took 3 seconds to start, but finished in 12 seconds. GitHub Actions took 20 seconds to start. Holy crap. Finished in 41 seconds. Atvar started in 5 seconds, but ended in 43. Circle started in 2. That's about in line with what I've seen before. But took 60 seconds to run. And GitLab, pulling up the rear here, started 3 minutes later and ended 6 minutes later. 6 minutes later? 4 minutes later. I can math. Michaela, how's it going? Welcome back. But yeah, this is the data that we're going to be building, essentially. Lil Newt says, I like your videos on YouTube. Awesome, I'm glad you appreciate them. I'm going to continue making them. If you have questions, I can hopefully answer them. Can you help me with proxy bots? I don't know what a proxy bot is. Celery is basically water, says Gentle Calm. It's true, it's true. No one is real says, I'm now learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and I want a hint from you as a professional. What is the best way to learn programming, from books or purely in practice? So it depends on the person. I am not a book learner myself, but some people are. But this is my advice for learning programming, if you want that. I gotta go fast, yeah. Fine Red Robot, I will drink water. Ah shit, I'm out of water. I guess it's been an hour since I last got water, so I'm gonna go get some more water. I will be right back, and I will see you in a bit. Imagine if we had Bang Beer. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Okay. So, what is going to be the easiest way to do this? How do we know when things are completed? Is the problem. Pull request statuses combined. Retrieve the combined status. I don't want a dev.to article. I just want... God. This thing is really weird. Whoa, I loaded an image that time. Why is Microsoft... Oh, because I forgot to put the word GitHub in here. That's my bad. Author Jim Kowski. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we have 2 status types. There's checks and statuses. We should expect 2 completed statuses. Okay, but let's close this pull request since we are going to write some more code now. And delete the branch. Okay, so we're going to start by making the pull request, which is going to give us PR and branch. And then we need We need what? Poll for results? Yeah, I think so. Roller says you should do a bang W3 schools. I think it would be better to have it say, "Aw shit, here we go again." Hey, what's up, Alexa? Hello, hello. Yeah, how's your chat plot going? Front left by the speaker. I feel like everyone's just gonna struggle in December just because I'm streaming so often and not everyone can catch every single stream. Oh, you're turning up. It's good. It's good. Here we go again. Yeah. I remember now that we can gangbang now. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. Oh, how's yours, Ethan? How's your chat plot? Oh, can't tell whether it's up or down. Might be flat or slightly up. Bang, get, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Pull for results, PR. Headers. Results, pprint results. LMNOP, import pprint. Pull for results. PR int headers dict stir to 9. We're gonna start by sleeping 20 since that's a good estimate to how long it should take. Time.sleep 20, and then we need to access checks and statuses. While true, we need to retrieve checks. We actually have a way, although, yeah, this assumes things are done. So, what does an uncompleted check look like? That's what we got to figure out here. So actually, let's maybe comment out this sleep. How many times we're gonna have to debug this is the other problem. Let's check rounds for get reference. Here we go. Response. I guess his completed at will not be included. But I don't know. I wonder if we can find someone that's in progress. See if we can get... Is there an open pull request here? No, it's green already. Damn. I found a slow one. Get more GitHub email. Oh, it's just Podman stuff. Annoying. Alright, let's actually just request it and see what happens. So I'm actually gonna comment this out again. I should say PR. Pull for results, PR 11. Should be able to recreate that pull request, right? So if I reopen this and then quickly run the script, I should be able to catch a check in the middle there. Assuming this is ready. Oh, we didn't actually implement any of the code. Well, clearly it wouldn't be ready then. Our data. Oh, I fucked this up. Just statuses, checks. We probably need all of this. Let's not do this for now, or this. Checks URL. Breakpoint. Okay, so this should get us a check halfway through its run. In theory. If you gen data right now. Checks data, check, runs 0. Completed at. That's a completed run. Let's reopen it now and see what happens. Reopen, it should start running all of them again. Yes, okay, it's running. Click, click, click. Check data. When is this? Checks data. Three? Wait, what? None. Okay, cool. So we will get nuns in there. Sweet. 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 Consistency, yeah. What? I'm confused. Did you build a bot for ants.ai challenge.org? I have not, Isbrick. It would be fun to get a little raffle of the ants bot. Yeah, it would be kind of cool. The user says mypi-testing.star disallied untyped defs equals false and setup.cfg is not working for me. MyPy complains about missing return type annotations. What am I missing? You are missing init.py files because MyPy does not understand 420. My last question that worries me a lot: does the programmer need to know math? I don't mean games. In games, and how much do you know math? Math's not super important. It really depends a lot on what you work on, though. But like, I don't use math very much all that often. But if you're, building a game with graphics, or you're doing statistical analysis or other stuff like that, you might need more math than other people. Yeah, what Vettel says is good there. I'm gonna shamelessly plug secret.club. What is secret.club? Okay, so we should I wonder what happens if we re-retrieve this endpoint. Where's my new function? Here we go. So how did we end up with 3 completed things now? That's what confuses me. There are only 2 things that are using checks API. I think it's only Travis and GitHub Actions. I guess we could do check.make. We have, we'll pp that. We have GitHub Actions, we have Travis CI, and we have GitHub Actions. Okay, so I guess GitHub Actions doesn't go away. That's fine. Did you see day 11 in Lua and Roblox? Oh my god. No, I didn't. That's so funny. That's crazy. I love it. That's so good. Init up, I was missing. It's true. Welcome back, Steve Bandito. Okay, so this should always be length 2. So I think we will say that. Let's see. Let's do waiting for checks first. True, checks data. So we're gonna put this here, but we're gonna comment it out. Checks data equals this. While when DCT completed at I guess 1 for DCT in checks data check runs if DCT completed at. I guess we do completed equals DCT for DCT in checks data. While when done does not equal checks count. Time to sleep 5, 10 seconds. We'll pull. Oh, 5 seconds is really fine. So that'll get us our checks. Checks count equals 2. Currently, GitHub actions plus Travis. Actually, we can just say we're just GitHub actions in this list. There we go. Checks count equals 2. Statuses count equals when services minus checks count. Okay, so now we need to we should probably oh, this is never gonna let's see. If when done equals checks count. Actually, we'll just do greater than or equal to. That way it'll terminate. Print done. Found when done checks. Break else sleep. Okay, and then we need to do print waiting for statuses. the same thing down here, while true. There's a combined status as endpoint, so we'll use that instead of this. Ain't no hollaback girl. It's true. Hollaback is like someone that responds to an insult with their own insult. I just looked up Gwen Stefani and apparently she's 51. Oh my goodness. That's older than I expected. Although then again, you know, you can't just permanently be in the HPJY Dev Hayden, thank you for the resub with Prime, who says Poggaroony, but TTS did not do that. What the fuck? There's got a really weird, like, spam email spam from Office 365. Action required now. This looks like a really interesting phishing. Yeah, it's definitely a phishing email. You guys want to see this? I think I can show this. Yeah. This is a phishing attack. That looks like the 365 email thing. And interestingly, this view emails link, it's really, you can't see because it's off screen. It goes to 43.46.72.34. It goes to just some random IP address. But it's a pretty good fish. It's a pretty good fish, I'm not gonna lie. I was almost tempted to click on one of these links, but like payroll information hasn't been changed. I'm unemployed at the moment. Regarding your online banking, I don't have anything that would be e-banking.alert. Amazon password assistance, I have a password manager. EIT system maintenance, they wouldn't filter their own maintenance. Newsletter, breaking, open soon because this won't last long, free shipping plus 70 off. I mean, yeah, these are all clearly spam and fake. Can you say the IP again? 43, 46, 72, 34. But I don't know, pretty good fish there. But I am not a sucker, so I'll report their spam. Those are my numbers. What did I win? Please come to my URL *****, right? Hayden says, have you seen the CentOS situation? Yes. Alright, I don't give a fuck about CentOS, so I'm all good. But yeah, it makes sense. Shame you never checked secret.club. Okay, what is secret.club? It looks like a blog. We break software. Cool. Interesting. Seems not so secret if you're secret.club. Yeah, I don't use CentOS, so I don't particularly care. I guess I use CentOS in one way, which is mini Linux, but I don't know. List check runs. This is for checks. I don't want checks. I want the other one. Statuses. There's like combined. Get the combined status for a specific reference. Here we go. Users pull can get a combined view for a given ref. Up to 100. Paginate. Don't care about pagination. Date success. Oh, cool. We can get pending. Alright, so we'll do that. And it has a list of statuses in here. Okay. URL. SHA, and we need repo. We need to break a point and pass. We need to figure out what this data looks like. I expect there to be, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things in there, but I somehow suspect that we're also going to see checks here. We'll see what that does. So let's quit this. Quit. There we go. Status is data. JSON.dump status is data indent equals 2. This is much indent. There we go. A little bit more readable. State success. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. Cool. Is that the number that we expect? Yes, I think so. If status is data state does not equal success, I wonder what it says in between. Probably pending. Does it say on the website? It does not. That's fine. Or actually, let's do the positive one. If status data state equals success and status is data total count is equal to status is count. Status is count, then print found. Status is data total count. Statuses. Break. Otherwise, print waiting. Status is data. We're gonna make this variable. State equals statuses data state. Count equals statuses data total count. If state equals success and count equals statuses count, then we do this. Otherwise, we're waiting. State. State count. Okay, let's try that, see what happens. Okay, cool. Should go really fast. For this here, sorry. Oh my goodness, so many messages. I only bring it up because I'm part of the Rocky Linux core leadership team. We were #1 trending on GitHub recently. It's been friggin' Frog Champ. Nice. Is Rocky Linux the one from the Ashes of CentOS? That IP is an Alibaba cloud IP? That doesn't surprise. Let's talk about that. Rel fork. Break a point. Indeed, indeed. Talk about logos. Hey, what's up, R4S1? Hello, hello. It's going well. Playing some Cyberpunk sounds good, Hayden. It's always good to see. This is the commit status API. If it is what it says, they support pending status, failure, and error. Then again, this is 8 years old, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really care as long as it's not success. What's up, improved sleep? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We'll see it when we actually run it though, so that'll be neat. Works well on Proton too. Oh, nice. Google DLSS because people won't shut it. I don't know what DLSS is. I don't know either. Okay, but I think we're ready to try a full execution of this. At least wait for results and then get them. All for results, pretty print, delete this. I'm gonna leave this sleep out, we'll put it in later. But let me close that pull request and we'll see what happens here. Close and delete. Pretty print all the things, right? Weird because the IP doesn't show up on shodan.io. Re-imported but unused. Oops. Tuple is undefined. How did that not error before? Oh, because I'm from future import annotations. Aha! Args assigned but never used. Yeah, just get rid of that for now. Empty arg parser. Okay, chat. Press 1 if you think it's gonna work. Jeff Huisa says, awesome keyboard. Well, if you want to learn more about my keyboard, you can do bang keyboard. So I told push to be quiet, but it still printed this garbage. So, damn you push. It's been here for a while. 9 says Preox. Alexa says, is there a way to run a shell script as a pre-commit entry point for a language other than script? No. Unless the shell script is on the path. But your shell script can be, you know, any shebang. So you could use a shebang with something else. Are you asking like a remote repository has a shell script, but it needs a language environment set up? So what you would probably want to do is put something into the bin directory. You can put the shell script into the bin directory for pretty much any language. You can also make a local hook. A local hook will do that. A local hook can resolve scripts even for languaged environments because it's local. Oh, 1 completed. Let's probably GitHub Actions. Oh, 2 completed. 3 reported. So we have some that haven't even started yet? Yeah, we have some that haven't even started yet. We're missing, what, GitLab and Azure Pipelines. Haven't even started yet. Yikes. Yikes. Will they ever start? I don't know. Quiet, silent, please shut up, right? Do you find this picture calm and relaxing, says Michaela. Hey, what's up? Steal this power. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Ah, yes, this has strong chaotic energy. It's very strong chaotic energy. Very, very strong chaotic energy. This actually looks a lot like what my macOS partition on my work computer looked like before I turned it in. Because I only used the macOS partition for screenshots, and so yeah, it was just cluttered screenshots. What's up, ES Game Player? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Robin says my day 14 part 2 completes in 400 milliseconds. Ooh. You can get it faster than that. Oh, you're stuck in JavaScript though. You have to use strings. ASC 2020. .df coding, thank you for the resub with Prime Gaming. I didn't mean to steal a photo from you. But thank you for the resub. 6 months total. Which means you get a new fancy badge there. But my day 14 is actually pretty fast. Day 14 part 2.py. Down to 150 milliseconds. It's pretty decent. Not quite the 1 millisecond for part 1, but yeah, still pretty fast. I used big ints. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so something's telling me that Azure Pipelines is never going to report here. Like, never, ever. Maybe they detect an empty diff and skip it? But they ran on the other pull request, so... Right? They ran on this one. Yeah, we got Azure Pipelines and GitLab here. Oh, it's yellow now. GitLab has figured it out. Azure Pipelines has not figured it out, though. Very weird. I don't know what to think about that. Just PR plus ignore, yeah. And the poor fool that has watched this repository is going to get notified. Okay, so now to switch from success to pending. That's so weird. I guess we can time this out after waiting for 5 minutes. And just say that, like... I want data. Why? Azure Pipelines, why? Why you do this? Okay. Back to success. Oh, that sucks. Azure Pipelines, why you know? Please. Okay, well, while that's running, we can write the code to actually clean this up at the end. Isberg says, I think I missed out on what your actual plans for pre-commit.ci. So what I'm doing today was we're racing it against other providers to show that it's hilariously faster, because it is. Right now I'm trying to build charts that I can put on a website to show that it's faster. That's what I'm working on today. But it's alive and well. You can use it already. It works great. You just have to click this button to get started. But I'm trying to generate some amount of statistical data that shows that it's faster, and you know, plots and marketing and blah blah blah, etc. Isn't that a bit apple to oranges? They're all set up in the same configuration, so they all have caching. They all have it's essentially the same config. So I've made sure to cache everything and run the same command. So it's apples to apples. Although I guess pre-commit.ci does more stuff than the other providers, so it's not apples to apples. But you know, doing more stuff and doing it faster is still good. So does it have the same features as others? It has more features. Need more runners? Drone? Send a pull request. I tried to set up drone and I could not get drone working. So if you have a config that's equivalent to any of these other configurations, it has to do 3 things. It has to only run on pull requests and master. It has to cache the pre-commit directory and optionally cache the pip directory if it's not an immutable one. I'm rewriting in ANSI to make it faster. Yeah. JK says, meh, data, who needs data? This is marketing. I want it to be at least reproducible and reasonable. Although if Azure Pipelines is never going to run, that's pretty garb. I guess we can throw out this run if it never passes. I don't know why Azure Pipelines didn't pick it up though. Like maybe they have an optimization for empty patches, and maybe we have to actually make a patch. We could make a patch. We could do that. Let's try that. Well, we would be changing two things at once, so I don't know. Let's write the delete code. At least that will be easy. Demo. GitHub API delete branch. I don't like this new this new Google thing. Delete branch. Branch protection. Let's review. Delete a commit comment. Delete a file, a deploy key. Delete an invitation, like get a pages site. I just want a branch. Delete a repository, that's a little extra. Is it in this one? Delete a reference. Is that what I want? Example, deleting a branch. Perfect. Okay. The cool thing about deleting a branch is it auto-closes all pull requests associated with it. So we want to delete branch headers. Delete branch stir headers dict stir none rec api.get-hub.com/repo/git/ref/branch ref/ probably have to do refs head something. Refs heads this method equals delete. You will be deleted. URL equals not a trailing comma this time. Method equals delete. That should be fine. Littlestorm says, can you link the pre-commit demo repo or is it private? Nope, it's public. Pre-commit only works on public repos, so it has to be public right now. Or pre-commit.ci only works on public repos at the moment. I forgot the /repos part. You are right. Thank you for that catch there, KNGL. Center deleter reference. Thank you, DomDF coding. It's Robo Anthony again. But yeah. Okay, that should work. I'm gonna cancel this since apparently it's literally never going to complete because Azure Pipelines missed the call. We are going to Control-C this. I should probably add timeouts on it. But let's close and delete. Zapik has raided me with a party of 36. Thank you for the raid, Zapik. What were you working on today? And welcome, raiders. I'll give them a few seconds to... I mean, I hope you don't get pre-rolls on raids, but sometimes you get pre-rolls on raids, so we'll stall a little bit. I guess I can actually kick off the script as well, since it's going to take some while to do stuff. But welcome. My name is Anthony. I primarily work on Python things, usually in open source. Although today, well, I guess today we're technically working on some open source. But I'm currently building a CI system called pre-commit.ci. The idea behind pre-commit.ci is it takes an open source framework that I wrote called pre-commit. The idea behind pre-commit is it manages linters and code formatters for you in a bunch of different programming languages. So you set up a config file with tools and versions, and it knows how to install those and run them against your files. It also knows things about GitHook, so if you want to use it as a GitHook manager, it works for that as well. This was the original idea, but honestly, the linter code formatter stuff is, I think, way more interesting. But I've built a purpose-built CI system around this, and what we're doing today is we're racing the pre-commit CI against all the other CI systems. Now, granted, pre-commit.ci has more features than those do for pre-commit specific stuff, but it's way faster than the others. I haven't even fully optimized things yet, but this is a generated pull request, and we're currently waiting for all of the things to complete. And so you can see here that we're basically spinning on these checks here to see what we get to. We should expect to see 2 checks and 5 statuses when everything is all said and done. So you can see we're currently in a success state, but we haven't gotten the fifth status yet. So I think we're probably waiting on GitLab. Yeah, we're waiting on GitLab right now. So we'll see that when GitLab starts. Code of Clash, or Clash of Code, nice. I haven't done Clash of Code myself. How does it work? How do you find it? Does chat get to write with you? Is that the gimmick? Is that the thing? Devil Snare says, I want to develop my Python and make it super strong, and I have the basics covered, so how do I proceed ahead? So my advice is to build projects. Oh, I missed Michaela's link. Do you like it? What am I looking at here? This is amazing. I do like the lack of transparency. That just makes it like 20 times better. I mean, who's this in the back? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one more. Who are we missing? We have 6 services other than pre-commit. Circle, GitLab, Azure Pipelines, Travis. We're missing AppFair. This is probably GitLab in the back, to be honest. Although this is on my team. I don't know. We need someone who's really slow, just chilling out in the back. What's up, Devil Snare? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. It's PvP coding. You create a lobby and get a problem, and the person who solves the fastest or the shortest code wins. Oh, that's cool. So it's like code golf and speed at the same time. What if you're the shortest and the fastest? This is so funny, though. Are you finished yet? See, GitLab hasn't even started. So it's kind of unfortunate. Oh, you know what? This should probably run in a finally block. That way when I Control-C this, it will tear it down. Oh, it's either depending on the settings. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Double win! The one in the back should be Travis. Well, right now it's GitLab. GitLab hasn't even reported yet. Let's see, how long did it take before it started reporting here? Oh, yeah, I mean, this many seconds times 5 is when GitLab finally came to the party. I don't think we're quite to that many yet. Yeah, probably a few more and then GitLab will wake up and start running. People see your code afterwards, so double flex if you win both categories. Nice. Sounds fun. One of my friends is actually working on a startup that's similar to that. Let me see if I can find what it's called. Theirs is a little bit different in that it's supposed to be more social. At least I think, unless they've pivoted by now. But it's called binarysearch.io. I guess they're .com now. Oh, I guess they're more about learning now than it is about than it is about competing. It was originally a similar problem, but anyway, you can check this out, binarysearch.com, which my friend is working on. Hey, what's up, Furian and MRK2111? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh yeah, GitLab has finally noticed that things are happening. Holy fuck, GitLab is so slow. Oh. But now we should see it running over here. The last one we ran, Azure Pipelines, didn't even notice that there was a push, so it's entirely possible that like sometimes we're gonna have to add error handling code into this. Okay, it's done. So we should... Oh. Damn. Damn, we're gonna have to do this again. Okay, well, let me show you what I was supposed to have done. We can hard code some of these values in here. Oops. Let's just come with these 4 lines. Comment. And then results equals get data. PR should have been 13. 13 headers. Delete branch. Delete branch. This thing. Oh, dang it. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I did page up. Headers, and then print the results. So this is what it should have done, but again, it crashed, so. Expecting JSON got nothing. Ugh. It's because there's no response here. Request equals urlib.request.request. URL headers equals headers method equals delete. urlib.request.url open request. I think we need to do this to make sure that it actually completes. Let's try that now. Unprocessable entity. Oh, because it already deleted, right? Right? Did we delete? Okay, yeah, we deleted. So it succeeded, it deleted, it just crashed. But this is what it should print out, so that you can see pre-commit.ci took 2 seconds to start and 10 to end, so it's by far the winner. And then 2.7 times that later, circle CI finished, and then @var 40 seconds, GitHub Actions 42, Travis CI a minute, Azure Pipelines slightly more than a minute, and GitLab, bringing up the rear, took 5.5 minutes to complete. Fucking GitLab, taking forever to complete. Okay, but if we uncomment this, I should get a full end-to-end run now. And what I want to do is I want to run this like 3 or 4 or 5 times and make graphs out of it. And then I want to generate other types of pull requests. Am I using the free or the paid runners? I'm using the free runners. Everything I'm using here is free. So we're just freeze versus freeze. Let's put the time.sleep 20 back in here. That way we don't pull as much. Actually, we can probably put 30 here to get something there. Free range CIs, yeah. Organic free range CIs. Oh, and we wanted to do try, and then finally delete branch. That way it cleans stuff up if it fails. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Well, it's fine. Scope says, Metal, aren't they the same? 1 CPU, 2 gigs of RAM. I don't know. It doesn't actually matter. The RAM isn't super constraining here. Right, so you're in a pool of thousands of other PRs/repos. No wonder it takes so long for the job to start. I mean, that's also true for pre-commit.ci, circle CI, @var, GitHub Actions, Travis CI, and Azure Pipelines. So it's you know, the pool isn't a difference here. And yeah, granted, the load on pre-commit.ci is not that high right now, but there's only 2 boxes running pre-commit.ci's runners, so and they'll auto scale at some point so that things are you know, less you know, dependent on that. But yeah, now we just wait for these to complete. But I find it really interesting that GitLab takes a long time to say that it's even going to do something. Whereas the other ones are usually pretty quick about being like, oh yeah, we're queued. Who are we missing on this one? Oh, Azure Pipeline's completed this time. We were just missing GitLab again. Oh yeah, we're cute. Roosterhead says I heard that too. What did I mean to say? Queued. Oh. Queued. We are in the queue. Yeah, I could see how this would be confusing. Totally see how that's confusing. Oh, this should be muted. Oops. I want to suddenly make Facebook dings. The plushies are so cute. You're right though, cute and cute are very, very close. Especially if I don't enunciate clearly. Hi, by the way. Hello, hello, Roosterhead. Good to see you. So yeah, we wait forever for GitLab CI. The GitLab CI is gonna make the graph look so stupid. It's just gonna be like big ol' bar. I thought we had done because I saw something jitter up here. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to get working today. Neck lyrics posted memes. I guess we can look at some memes to pass the time. Memes. Oh my god, this is so funny. If you use your default system Python, don't worry what's in the vaccine. Oh. I mean, I understand what she meant. Well, I see what is her pronouns. Doesn't list pronouns in the bio. But yeah, I would have said system pip personally. Also, did I say something spicy on Twitter? What is going on? Why is this number so big? But yeah, this is pretty good. All these Conda people. Yeah. Perl 5 forever. Yes, that's a relevant reply. Wood. Stapled my nuts to a phone book says, I'm trying to self-learn code. I've been asking coding streamers what they think the best way to start is. What would you suggest to learn coding? Well, stapled my nuts. I have a video where I talk about my exact thoughts there. Ah, GitLab, you've finally woken up. Okay, so please, please, please succeed end to end. Is it really self-learning if you're asking people? That's some interesting thonk there. Interesting thoughts on that one. Yeah, given this, I don't know why anyone would ever use GitLab CI. seems not the best choice. Oxford says, "Hey, Anthony, tomorrow I have an exam in Python. How can I be a boss in one night?" Subscribe to the channel and send bits? No, I don't. I don't know. How can you? Are you asking? Can I learn Python in one night? I don't know. KNGL says, "Ooh, box plots." Ooh. It seem alright. I was probably just gonna do average. They don't have to be. These are gonna be marketing images, not. I mean, I guess they are targeted at developers. Stay with my nuts. Thank you for the follow. I don't know. Is this a true story or what is going on here? It did pause pretty well too. Thank you for the bits, Juice. Welcome back. And Foxworth, thank you for the follow. Did you actually staple your nuts to a phone book? Because, I like how the name doesn't even fit in the alert. It just says stapled my nuts to a phone. That's good, that's good. I think self-learning is searching things on your own versus being fed information in school. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, for sure. GitLab CI has been designed for GitLab. I suspect they add sleep when you're triggered from outside GitLab. That's true. That does make sense, Chorus, because it isn't this bad on it isn't this bad on actual GitLab repositories that I have set up. But my goodness, taking 6 minutes to complete when we could complete in 10 seconds is. Maybe I'll put GitLab on a separate graph. Just to show how stupidly slow it is. But I actually don't care how slow this script is, because I'm just going to run it in a loop. Okay, but it did complete end to end. Let's make sure that it closed that pull request. Pull requests and closed. Nice. It's nice. Cool. Okay, that's what I want to get working. Does anyone have like graph suggestions that look nice? I don't want to say the one that was sent to me by KNGL doesn't look nice, but I want something that's just like super basic. Rate the speed of CIs in terms of coffees ordered. 0 coffees. 6 coffees. The problem is like these are all normal, about the same. Unsigned, uncommented pull requests. Yeah, that's fine. I don't sign. Install random locally as well, so you're not in the pool. My pipelines that are way bigger finish way quicker than those 5 minutes. Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm just trying to compare free CIs. I don't really need to, like, installing a local runner is no longer free. So. It's part of a group I'm in. There's also, I nailed my dick to a stick, I zip-tied my cock to a rock, and I glued my foreskin shut. Great. Cool. Cool names, stapled my nuts. Well, not the most professional, but whatever you're gonna do, I guess. I think we can all relate, says Michaela. Okay. I don't know, what does matplotlib bar charts look like? That's usually what I resort to. Sounds like your group should be more careful. Kind of want a stacked bar chart. For like wait time and then run time. And like slash lines. I don't know, I might just make them in Excel. Alright, so normalize the data a little bit so that I'm replacing the same thing. Okay, so we have space run backslash paren service equals single quote caption group not single quote plus end caption group single quote comma space seconds to start caption group digit comma space seconds to end equals caption group digits in parentheses, comma, dollar. And we're going to replace that with back 1, back tab, back 2, back tab, back 3. Hey. I guess that's one way I could have typed a tab before I had tab support in pre-commit, or in Babby. We take this, and we go to Sheets, and we make a new blank sheet. Be able to paste this in. I like how this is the only one that got linkified. We should be able to make a chart, right? Insert chart. Oh, let's figure it out. It's a column chart. Look at all that zoom. Look at this chat. Look at this chart. Look at this chat. This is what a true hacker looks like. They've just been manually spamming the backspace key and done it just as fast. Probably true. What doggo is this? Do we have... Is there a doggo? Is there a doggo to look at? That is a little pupperoo. Why does it look like a miniaturized husky? It's like a or no, not a husky, a German shepherd. It's like a German shepherd corgi. It's like a micro corgi. Micro shepherd. What? Okay, that may be an outlier. I agree, Clear Hunch. It is definitely an outlier. Sensibly delete this row. Delete row. Okay, this looks more more in line. Although my stacks are wrong. So maybe it shouldn't be stacked. Chart style. Setup. Here we go. Neuron. No, we don't want stacked. We want not stacked. The thing is, I want it to be stacked, but I need to like subtract off this value. So it equals this minus this. Oh, it gave me the auto help thing. I should have just taken its suggestion. Okay, so let's change this. Edit. Chart style, sure. Setup. We do want stacked bar, but we want... How do I get 3 things and not the other one? How am I doing this? D1, D7. And then we gotta change the series. Okay, well, we can do this. Move things around, and then we can just delete this and do a new chart. Insert chart. Stacked column. There we go. That's what I wanted to show. Where blue is the pending time. How do I make the bars less thick? I kind of want to make them colored. Customize. Green. I don't know, but anyway, there's kind of the graph that I want to make. Showing that pre-commit.ci completed before GitHub Actions, Azure Pipelines, and Travis CI started. But anyway, I need a nap. Not gonna lie, I'm I've implemented the code that I wanted to today, so we're probably gonna call it here. Get add gen data. Automatically create pull requests. And yeah. Oops. Hit commit, and we'll push this, push origin head, let me catch up in chat, and then we'll probably head out for today. Is the chart supposed to show seconds to start plus seconds to end, or seconds to start plus delta? So this point here, where the blue stops, is when it first reports any status. So this is when it starts. And then the end of the graph is when it ends. So that's why I've done some subtraction here. This was the total time, and this was the wait time. And when I stacked them, it did it wrong, so I had to subtract. That's why I had to stack. Anthonky displays the life of a product owner. Yeah. How long until Anthony slips low enough in his chair that he just ends up on the floor under his desk? Yeah. Terrible, terrible posture. Clear Hunch says, see you later for Advent of Code. Have a good nap. Well, thanks for stopping by. What are you coding right now? This graph. that's what we're coding. But if you do bang today, you can learn more about what I was working on. But yeah, let me do my spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWrites where I've been uploading my previous streams as well as Advent of Code solutions for every day. And I also upload educational videos once a day, so you can check those out as well and subscribe there. I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I announce my streams in 2 places. Thank you, Tasteful Rug, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I announce my streams on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony, so follow me there for updates about streams. I usually say like what I'm streaming and when I'm streaming and what sort of stuff that's going to happen. I also announce my videos there as well, so if you want to check those out. And I also announce my streams on the Discord, which you're free to join. It's cool community that we built up there. There's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions about learning to code. There's also Advent of Code if you want to participate in that. But yeah, please join that as well. But thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.